and welcome to Conquering Mount Scrapmore with Brenda. I'm Brenda, and we're here with episode 1 of the Orphan Block Challenge, right? So there's all our orphan blocks here that we've got. And yes, I added some into the pile because I forgot some the first time we shot this in the intro. So we've added some more stuff, including our piano keyboarders and, you know, all sorts of little other fun stuff went in there, including our crumb blocks from our crumb bins and all the rest of the stuff. So today we're going to teach you how to make a 60-degree string block. And then I'm going to show you the quilts that I made from this, because basically right now we're sorting through this pile and getting all the like stuff together first and getting that out of the way to show you how to do this. So I haven't showed you how to do this before, so we're going to show you today, but first I want you to go check out Di from Sister Chicks Quilting. I have been following her for a very long time, and I think we even started our channels around the same time, and her stuff is so much, it's lovely. It's just absolutely lovely. So when you go check her out, tell her Brenda from Conquering Mount Scrapmore sent you. Also, share, like, subscribe. We have a Facebook group below, and the link is in the show notes below, along with Di's YouTube channel. So go check out your show notes as well. And this is going to be very simple to cut, because you cut with a 60-degree ruler, triangle ruler, or you can use your regular ruler to cut out your paper templates. So come on in, let's get to the sewing. Okay, so we're at the sewing machine, and the first thing I do is I grab something I've pieced together, a string I've pieced together, and I just kind of lay it down. You know, I'm not getting too concerned as to where it's going to go, but I do want something bigger at the bottom, right? So that means I need like a good ½ inch, and I just found the perfect bunny fabric. So this is where we're going to add in here. And now I have shortened my stitch length to 25 to 30 stitches per inch. And that's going to give me a really good tight stitch. And one of the things I tell people too is don't be afraid. Ooh, I'm short on that side. Don't be afraid to add your lighter colors in. There's so many things you can do with those lighter colors. It works. They look great in string quilts, and otherwise your work starts looking a little dark. I've only got one thing to piece today, so I don't even have any. So I'm just going to go like this. Now I'm a little short here, but I'm not going to worry about it because I have to trim this down, right? Now you take, when you're cutting these, the trick here is to cut them so that they're all approximately the same length, right? So, you know, you kind of want to, you know, make sure that you've got good coverage. And with this one, it's a little jagged edge, like on the black. You want a little bit good coverage, so you just want to pull it back just a hair and go quickly like this. Now, alright, now I don't want to go too far over. I'll put that one back for now. It'll end up either in my crumbs or in my waste basket, or not waste basket, it's kind of like more of a pet bed. And I just finger press these out of the way when I'm doing strings like this, because I just find that they work better. They're fast. They're fast to do. Let's get this one like that. There we go. I want good bit. Now, I've trimmed them all to the same size. So, you know, you just take your 60-degree ruler. If you don't have a 60-degree ruler, this is where you take the 60-degree mark on your flat ruler, and you just make it work. Right? They're a lot of fun. These are fun. Fun to make. I found they were fun. Ooh, let's get some yellow. Oh no, orange. Let's get some orange in there. Yeah. Now let's get some crazy orange. I had some, maybe not that orange. Let's get a different orange. Let's get a brighter orange. There. Yeah, these are a lot of fun, these little string blocks. You know, and I've said this before, sometimes I come in here and I just sew blocks. I don't worry about anything, or, you know, what I want to do or what I have to do. And I just come in and sew blocks. And that's okay. There we go. And let's get, let's get something bright. Blue, maybe. Let's get something blue. Oh, here's some blue. Here's some blue. Let's get something bigger. And, okay, that's a little wonky piece, so let's get that just straightened up a bit. Yes, I just ripped my fabric. Yes, I just ripped it. It's fine. It survived. Okay. Now, you can play a lot with all these colors. You just have a blast. You want to save your bigger pieces for near the top, but if you don't have any bigger pieces because you've been working your scraps for a while, that's okay too. And let's see. Let's get something dark blue. Ooh, yeah, this is nice. Kind of a Civil War blue. That's probably too big, but that's okay. These don't take long. Now, I'm only working one at a time, because I only need one, right? To show you how to do these blocks, I only need the one. So, and that's okay, if I only do the one. There we go. See, it comes together very quickly. Now, I'm going to see if I got a bigger piece here. Yes, I do, and I can finish that just by going like this and like this. Yeah. There. Then I'm going to finish it in pink, and then I'll show you how we do this. And I got my cutting board and everything real close at hand, so that works. Now, okay, so there we go. So let me grab my cutting board and my rotary cutter, and then I'll show you how we do this. We just flip this over like so, and I'm, let's see, I'm going to trim to make it the same size as this one. So I want this up just a bit, right? So, ooh, I should probably, no, it's not there. Oh well. Okay, so I'm just going to wing it just a bit. And just a bit. There we go. So there's my first cut. And it's a little wobbly here because because the paper is coming off the other one that's done. Okay, so that's fine. All right, now we'll do the second cut next. And there we go. We'll do the second cut, and we probably shouldn't be cutting these freehand, but I mean, I didn't grab my longer ruler. You just take your time. Be very careful with your cutting. And there we go. And that goes into the pet bed supplies stuffing. And the last one is like this. Now, I don't have a ruler with me, and I'm kind of trapped where we are right now as to the trimming and all the rest of the stuff, but I would trim these with a ruler for sure. Now, when you're sewing these together, I'm just going to move this out of the way so you can see what I'm doing better. When you're sewing these together, here's one I've already sewn. So I want my lines to go like this. So I want this to go like this, right? Because that's going to make it work for me. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it just like so. And I'm going to run it under my sewing machine right at 1/4 inch all the way up. And here we go. And basically it's point to point. Like, you don't have to have that little tip off the edge. And then, okay, so what happens? Now when I was making my quilt, I sewed 12 of these together. So this is 1, 2, and then now 3 and 4 would go in right behind it. So I sewed 12 across, and then I started playing with how we were going to lay them out. But when you're sewing these ones across, you're going to go like this and push this up so that this point meets here. Now what I did with mine is I put mine in the round, right? So I sewed 12 across and then I joined them from end to end, and then what happened was I'm now sewing circles of quilt together, and you get a really cool diamond effect, because this is the effect you get, right? This diamond effect. I'll show you when we get to our big ta-da moment, okay? Okay, so these are 9-inch diamonds, right? So you need 12 per row, 12 of them per row, right? Like 12. Like this is 2, this is 2, this is 4, you need 12 per row. And to make this quilt here, I'm going to show you, I needed 13 rows. So, and this is what it's going to look like when it's done. Okay, just like that. Okay, but I had more diamonds. So I made a second quilt, but I only had 10 rows. So I decided, okay, I'm going to go, you know, the diamonds are going to go like, as you're still working this way, like at an angle, right? Okay, when you're doing them. But I decided to put piano keyboards on them, right, to make it just a little bit wider. They're both twin size, but this is what you end up with, a 9-inch diamond. So, I mean, these string blocks, you saw yourself how long it took to make one of them. And now I emptied one box out of here, and it was that size of blue box that was filled. I ended up with 2 beautiful little twin size quilts that are going to make really cute charity quilts, right? So I am pretty happy with my results. I would love to see yours, and we're going to do a bunch of this, and anything that's new that you haven't seen, we're going to keep working away on this pile in this orphan charity, this orphan block challenge for charity, and we're going to show you anything I haven't shown you. We're going to show you how to make, and then show you how many quilts we made. So I hope you enjoy this kind of different kind of thing that we're doing right now. So until we meet again, I hope you have an amazing week, just absolutely amazing for you, and I hope you take care and stay well. Okay, bye! My husband and I would love to thank you for coming along with us on our quilting journey and the YouTube adventure that we're on. We have some wonderful plans for 2023, and it includes a lot more, like with the Facebook group and the rooms feature and sewing and hanging out with people. Those monthly Zoom sew dates are still in the works. We have a lot of fun ideas coming up for 2023, and we hope you share, like, and subscribe with your friends. That little notification button and subscribing to us really helps us out. Commenting helps us out too. So if you like what you're seeing, let us know. Even send us a heart on the comment. That helps so much for us. Okay, you have an absolutely fabulous 2023, and all of our best wishes for you in the future. Okay, take care. Bye.